but looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Death by Pony, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. Today, we're hopping back into what remains of Edith Finch. So without further ado, let's hop in.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
It's because you weren't being intentional about it. When looking for secret passageway stuff, you have to be intentional about trying to get it. This basement is unfinished as hell.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
It's not the worst. I had to get a tetanus shot when I went to science camp.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Someone living in there?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oof. It's a bunker.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Wild. Walter didn't have much. It's sad.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Come on. Slowest hand thing ever.
That's what kept me sane.
There we go.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Alright, and this time I'm prepared.
Even a monster
spin in circles.
on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Is that what you want from me? Can't go that way. Ah! It's a floor thing.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
I just don't want to talk over it, or I would talk more.
And Calvin.
Canned food, whole.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Dead. So sad.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Come on. Oh wow, that is so sad. Literally, everybody in her family has like the worst deaths ever. And like, she didn't even know about it. And that's like the saddest part. She didn't get to know her family.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Come on.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
That is a reasonable
But if she
fear.
never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
The family
Trying to
curse.
bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Walter. Well, that's gone.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Nah.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Can I walk into the sea? No.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
But hey, good enough, right? The walk up these stairs is not doing good
And when you
things.
look at the house, had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
There we go. To unlatch things. No backyard, only ocean. I mean, hey, isn't bad. Can we go through here? No. Wants me to go see
I
it.
think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Huh?
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Aww.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
This gotta suck.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Aww.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Yeah.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
All of these structures are so old. I'm worried about them collapsing under us.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Wild. Understandable, really, though.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
And we look around his room.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Aw. Airline ticket. No, come on.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
There we go.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Doesn't want me to take a photo.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
There we go.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your... Let me
Aw.
get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Ooh.
Great shot, Dawn!
Don't love that.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Don't love this.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
What kind of dad does this to his daughter?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Ooh. Wild.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Wild. Man fell off a cliff. To be fair, he deserved it just a little. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, remember to hit like. That way I know you're enjoying the content I'm making. Remember to hit subscribe. That way YouTube brings you back here. What happens next. I won't take up any more of your time. Have a good day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.